This is the Fog Jet Fury. This is a virtual fogger, and it is really, really awesome. Although it feels a bit heavy, and that's without the fluid. So yeah, let's give this a test. This is a 650 watt virtual fogger that has a bunch of LEDs in there, and it's also DMX. And I thought we'd give it a try. I paid £106 for it in total, which is an absolute bargain, and it's only been used once, which is awesome. So yeah, let's get to it. So this is what it looks like a bit close up. So you've got LEDs all the way around there. Now this is supposed to be watertight so it doesn't leak. I've seen online, it's like a little, like a square thing that goes over top, like plastic or a glass thing that goes on top, and I don't see it on here. But I do see like a mark ring around here. So I don't know whether it was removed. But apparently there could be 3 different versions of this. This could be the very cheap one, the small one. I think there's a slightly larger one which has got like a higher in wattage. And then there's a Fog Fury Jett Pro which has got the Wi-Fi on it. So what we're going to do is unscrew this, leave the nozzle hanging down there, pull down a bit so that you can, or lift it a little bit like that. And then what you want to do is, you're probably thinking like, oh, am I going to fill it up like, well, I'm just going to set it like this because you've got a firm grip. And also at the bottom there's some holes. So there's a little like round hole like that at the bottom, and then there's all these little patterns on there all the way around so it leaks out if you spill any. What I'm going to use is, this is all I have left, is the Mark Q. This is actually mixed with Mark Q. So what I mean is, I've used it in smoke machines, I've sold them, and I've put the fluid back in here. This is not really ideal. I would use fresh fluid. That's got a filter on the end of it, so it's okay. It's not going to do anything. Well, I am going to put new stuff in it, but at the moment I'm just going to use what I have. So yeah, be careful. So you can fill it up like that. Now I'm not going to fill it up all the way because it is quite heavy as is. So the weight of this machine, I think, is about 5 kilos or thereabouts in total weight. So it is quite heavy to start with. That's why probably the tank isn't that big, so it doesn't add too much weight. And I don't want to add too much weight because I've got a bad arm and stuff like that. So this is what it looks like on the side here. It says safety loop, and then you've got the logo with a Fog Fury Jett and the website thing on there. This is quite funny. You've got a thing that looks like a finger scanner, but it's not. It's a wireless remote which is plugged into jack, which can be plonked anywhere you desire. You can even plonk it on the side there, like here, which is probably a good place to put it, really, or maybe on top, because you don't want the wire pulling. And then if we lift it up onto here, you'll notice there's some mounting brackets, which is pretty cool. Now, that is pretty awesome. I'm probably not going to put it upside down, even though it can go upside down. It'll either be on its, going like this way, or on its side. And I'll show you the next part of it all. So it's got a DMX function, DMX in and out. That is terrifying, just because if I was to say, is this on yet, lean over it and that spurts in your face, very dangerous. So I would still way back if you do that, and I personally wouldn't use it. I might use it with my foot, but still, I wouldn't risk it. So that's the power on, that's the power off. And then on the side here, you've got another thing, which is, it's like another mount, another mounty way type of thing. And there's also at the bottom some like other way of mounting it as well, like a safety. The bigger ones have like more of an in-depth inwards. So I'm assuming that the other ones are a lot bigger. So let's plug it in. Let's see how long it takes. Okay, when you switch it on, you're greeted with a lovely colour LED, and then it says heat. And there's also a fan built in it as well to cool down them LEDs, even though they don't get that hot. The fan is to cool them down. So what I'm going to do is, we're just going to steer way back. We're going to make sure that the power supply does not get sprayed on. which is there, because in I believe that in a cold atmosphere, it goes lower to the floor, and it makes sense because when you use one of them fog machines, the cool foggers, they lower on the floor when you put ice in them. So that's why I don't try not to use it much in the winter in here, because this is what happens. You'll see like a lot of and it's everywhere, sprinkling with fog, literally fog. That's my other fog machine that was a bit naughty. It's supposed to be stop the residue, as much residue, but it didn't. One of them didn't do it. It failed miserably. But oh well. I like the fact that it says heat. That's a neat way of doing it. And then we've got this ready here. We can put the antenna out. The other antenna on my other one broke. I broke the antenna. Okay, so it's currently heating up still. It's been about 3 minutes. I was looking at a fog jet. I was looking at the American DJ VF 400 watt, and that said it takes about 7 minutes to warm up. And I was like, really? The one I had took about 3 minutes. It was brilliant. It took 3 minutes to warm up, and it was ready to go. Ready to go, and I was like, alright then. Show off. There we go. So it's got channel A. So, woo! I like that. It's like a pink. Wow. Channel A, channel B. Wow, look at that. Channel C. And then channel D. Oh wow, I've never had a virtual fogger. But the guy did say that correctly. It does fill the room with smoke. So yeah, that is really, really awesome. Shall we get some lights going? Shall we? I think we shall. The movers? I got some new movers. Nah, they're used, but there's still some lights lying around. I'm still currently selling them, but we can use them for this purpose of the video. I'm sure they won't mind because it hasn't sold yet. But my God, that is amazing. Okay, that heated up quite quickly. So before we do any more testing with lights and stuff, I want to see the distance. So I always like to do this because I always like to check the distance of the coverage. It's all ready and heated up, and I'd like to see how far it can travel. I'm hoping it can reach to the end of where that speaker pole is. As you can see, that's a very fast blowing smoke machine. Now that might only be 750 watts, but sometimes wattage is just a number. Like, I like that colour. Right, for some reason that's warmed up again. Right, there's a problem with that because that's not supposed to do that. Yeah, it has to heat up again for some reason. Don't know why it's doing that, to be honest. I don't know whether it's because it's shaking or whether it's supposed to be still. I don't know. Now the room's actually empty, I'm going to try that again because I want to see whether that was it warming itself up or whether it was actually a problem and it doesn't want to be on its side. There you go, full throttle. That is really awesome. I also wanted to show you it this way as well. But that is really damn awesome. That is a really good burst. And to be honest with you, I would probably only give it a quick squirt because when it goes up on the lights, you only need a bit. But it's really awesome. That is really awesome. The only thing that concerns me is a rubber ring inside, and not sure if that's going to heat up and burn. Doesn't smell like it is though. It smells fine. Okay, now we're ready for the light to be plugged in. It's actually been a while. I've been having too much fun showing people and demonstrating and doing demos for people. Must admit, it's really fun. So I'm going to plug this in into here. So the LEDs on this are only 20 watt. So basically a 5 watt LED is equivalent of a 50 watt halogen. So you can actually see what the difference is. Now this isn't set to standalone, this is set to play music. I'd have to play music, but I'm just going to demonstrate that that's what it looks like. This is one of the lights I'm currently selling, and it looks absolutely amazing. These are the Derby S. Absolutely amazing. Oh wow. It feels a shame selling them, but you can literally buy lights like these for about £20. Not with the LEDs around them, of course, but there's ones called the Derby 9s, and they're basically based on them cheap generic £20 ones. You can get that achievement with just a cheaper one, so, but it does look really, really awesome, even in like the light's not dark enough, but feels a real shame. But yeah, that's just to show you the difference. One more test I'd like to do. I want to show you a bulb light, and we'll see whether a bulb light will show any different. See what the light's different on it. I've got a bulb light, I'll show you. Yeah, I can smell the strawberry. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh my god. Oh, did you see that? Oh my god, that looks so awesome. Oh, I want to see that again. Oh my god. That looks amazing. Oh, this is 8 kilos, and the only reason why I haven't videoed it is because it's very tricky to film. But it has a fan at the bottom of it, which is rather annoying, so you can't actually set it on its back. Set it on it. Oh, I'm staring at this thing and oh, that looks amazing. Oh wow. Oh wow, that looks awesome. You can also set it on its side, but really this thing's not working properly. This is like a bit, because I'll end up covering the fan up if I lift it up, which is not ideal really. I haven't even used this that much. I bought it for £20. Oh, my dad bought it me actually, and I paid some money towards it. But yeah, that's the problem. It covers the fan up, and if it gets hot, it won't be able to project. But that's what it's supposed to sort of look like. I've actually had it on this for hours, and it's fine. It's a bit hard to see because it's a little bit darker, but really, that's how it's supposed to sort of look. How awesome's that? That's an old light of mine. I've kept hold of it because it's really awesome. My dad bought it me, kinda. It's a memory that I'll have. But as you can see, it's a bit broken. It needs pushing in a little bit more, so I need to fix that. But that is an awesome fixture. For those who want to see it running on DMX, this is a DMX controller, but it's an old DMX controller. And this is for predominantly for generics, meaning the older stuff like the Parkans, all the other type of lighting, theatre lighting kind of dealio. This is why it won't run on any other channel that I give it. If I run it, nothing happens. Or if I press channel 1, I get smoke. If I leave it up like that, you get lights, and then you get a bit of smoke. I thought that the Grandmaster, that's the dimmer, kinda, I thought that might change the duration of the smoke, but obviously it doesn't. And you're supposed to be able to have low fog and max fog, but I can't do it on here because it's not officially meant to be used for that. Well, that's going to be it for this video. That was the Fury Jett. Fantastic smoke machine. It is a tad loud, but if you're in a loud venue, absolutely fine, you won't hear it. And you're only going to press it once or twice. I'll probably just lightly tap it, just so it gives it a bit of a puff. That'll be enough. Great, like I say, great machine. My friend had the idea of is to angle it on its side, so lean it against a wall or something to an angle, to a degree where it hits the smoke, so it hits the lights, and then I'm standing there, the lights are there, and then it's going to go past the lights and past me, and it's going to look really awesome. I'm only going to give it a quick like that, which is really, really awesome. The great thing about my friend is he's got one of these, and he said that he would hire it out. So, which I said that's fine, because I hire out my speakers, I get £30. Hire out that £30. Thumbs up for me, because that'll allow me to save up some money to buy some greater things. And he does quite a lot of gigs, so I'll be able to get my money back, he said, within moments, so which is really awesome. So anyways, this is going to be it for this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, help get this video up to scratch. There's going to be some more awesome videos. There's going to be an awesome video on the movers. I'm going to do that separately. I'll film that next week or something like that. But for now, I'm going to let you go. Cheers for watching. Thanks. Bye bye. That'll do.